think one of the things that I realized as I finished school and decided to try and make a career in photography was that I wanted a lifestyle that would allow me to travel a good bit and to get to experience a lot of different cultures and to put myself in positions that challenged me and kept me interested in what I'm doing. That challenged me photographically and creatively, but also just as an individual to keep growing and learning new skill sets. And I think that ties into to the mountain side of things. Like being out here is fulfilling the creative side of what I want to be doing, but also is challenging me personally and physically to try and grow and step up to another challenge. With my work, I guess that's something that I'm constantly sort of seeking, is to be engaged and involved in different projects where I get to work with really awesome human beings like Graham and Sarah, and to learn from them. And that's one of the things I value most about it.
I feel like I look at a scene and I can see something that's beautiful and I can see something that I appreciate, and then I'll see these photos that Forest takes of these scenes, and the way that he sees the world just blows my mind. You know, he just pulls these really fantastic perspectives out of, you know, some things that are really beautiful and some things that I don't even see as worth taking a photo of. I'll be like, well, you know, no reason to get the camera out there, and what the hell is Forest doing with his out? And then we'll get back to the computer and he's taking these gorgeous photographs. I'm like, oh, what? Where did that come from, you know? And so that's really fun. I feel like I learn a lot about creativity. We got four big errands to run. We're going to second ascent to pick up a few last minute climbing things. The camera store for some things for Forest. My unit's house to pick up some bits and bobs and have lunch with the units. And Trader Joe's, because we need food, always. This trip up to Canada is kind of something that Forest and I have been working on for quite a while now. We've been good friends for quite a while and have been looking for excuses to get together and hang out and go climbing and be creative together and just go out and have fun. He lives over in Brooklyn, I live in Seattle, so we kind of, you know, needed to find somewhere between, and the Canadian Rockies are one of my favorite venues in which to go ice and mix climbing, so we decided to come out here. It's been a place that's been really special to me for that reason, and it's just super gorgeous up here, and there's always something cool to climb. I mean, even right now, and you know, we've got avalanche conditions, they're kind of pretty high, the weather's bad, there are like big snow drifts everywhere. There's still so much that we can do. And that's really what makes this place special, I think. And the reason that so many super badass alpinists come out of this zone.
I think it's a strange thing to say that I'm inspired by being scared, but I've certainly recognized that being in places where I'm really uncomfortable and a little bit miserable is in a way inspiring if I can remind myself to pull out the camera. Oftentimes those moments are really revealing of how I'm feeling, I'm expressing, and revealing of the emotions of people around us. So I guess I'm inspired a little bit by struggle and kind of breaking down some of the facades we put up.
Forest has much more of a background in lifestyle and landscape photography, and so bringing him into the fold with the climbing allows him to utilize his unique perspective versus someone who has been looking at climbing pictures their whole life and has a specific way that they like
us as climbers to look. I think Forest doesn't really have any of those preconceived notions, and therefore just makes some really unique and beautiful images that incorporate all of the elements of climbing and the approach and the descent and all of these things. It's really fantastic to see. I think it's really fresh, and I think it's really pretty, and it's really fun to engage with.
Yeah, if Graham had $1 for each time I've told him I'm scared this week, he'd be able to buy a couple more coffees at least. Having a lack of experience in the mountains and really getting to come to it with fresh eyes is something that is really exciting to me and really energizing. I also find a lot of inspiration in exploring relationships, friendships, places that are familiar, and getting to go deeper with those and to try and see beyond the surface of a person or a place and try and pull out some essence of it. And I feel really fortunate when it does happen, but those are the moments when you see behind the curtain of a person or a place. That's what I keep coming back for as well, is that moment of something being revealed that maybe isn't obvious but is very important.
I'm really pumped on having a positive influence on the community around me. It's one of the main reasons that I'm psyched on working as an athlete in the outdoor industry. It just allows me to have a potential influence on folks and show them that life can be so much fun and can be so rad. Climbing is my medium for engaging this world in a really exciting, fun way. And being able to share those kinds of perspectives is something that I really enjoy. And I see working as an athlete in the industry as a way to share that perspective and try to really encourage folks to step outside of their box and to go out and slay something they want to do, or just give them some cool vicarious experience and, be someone that they can think is kind of a normal person, but show them that, he's a pretty normal dude, and if I can do some of this stuff, then certainly there are a lot of folks who can. That's what really inspires me. That and strong coffee.
That's him. That's you. Correct. Yeah.
I don't even recognize the star anymore.
Yeah, one more, Alex.
We start the trip with the LifeWise scraper.
Hey buddy, we're lost. How do we get to extra? How do you get to extra? Is it that way or that way? Do you know? Hey, what about the ice conditions? Do you know if you can get to the Ghost right now? Don't need to be like that. Come on.
All right, we'll see you later.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.